Hello and welcome to that Double D team. It's your boy DIGA, and this is my top 10 Marvel characters. No kind of order. Will be here too long. Starting from the top of the list, 10, Deadpool. I think we all know why Deadpool is on the list, because he is his own character. He does what he wants. He breaks walls. There's no filter, no chill. The first R-rated Marvel movie ever, Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds played the hell out of that role. I think the role was made for him. I think he was made for Deadpool. Vice versa, that makes sense.
Was Blade not R-rated?
I don't think Blade was R-rated. It probably was.
Now just when you said first
R-rated,
I was thinking.
Yeah. Now you say that, yeah, Blade probably was R-rated. And now you mentioned it, Ryan Reynolds played in Blade 3, Blade Trinity, and his character was similar.
It was Deadpool.
To Deadpool.
It was Wade Wilson.
Was it?
Which is why in Deadpool 2 he goes back and kills him.
Oh shit!
And it's the reason he zipped up his mouth, because it's the merc with the mouth. He wanted to shut him up.
See, cause I knew he was in Wolverine, the origin. I thought it was a very poor description of him, because his whole character is him talking, being as charismatic as he is, and they took that all away from him, like all the way from him. And they put like swords in his hands. Like he never had that. He couldn't do no laser beam through his eyes and shit. Like, why would you fuck with this character? The only thing they actually got on point with the whole origin one is his ability to move around and flip around. That's the only thing that they got right.
Randomly, I caught like the last half an hour of that film recently, and it is. But when Wolverine and Sabretooth team up together to beat him, it's a nice moment.
Oh yeah.
Obviously,
brothers who never loved each other.
We're big fans of the animated series.
Oh yeah. And you know they're like nemesis. They wouldn't be caught dead with each other. But yeah, Deadpool. I like the Deadpool movie was dope. The first one. The second was pretty good. Wasn't as big as what do you call it? The second one never good. The first one, the sequel.
Yeah, standing. It's usually the troop. Yeah.
So, but that happens with most movies, not all. Like Terminator 2 was dope, but Deadpool 2 was it was all right. First one, crazy, and that's why I put Deadpool on my list for number 10. Number 9, Punisher, Frank Castle, the Beast, Mr. Death Wish. That's who I call him. I call him the reincarnated Charles Bronson, because he takes no fucks. He takes no fucks, gives no shits, you know. But he's the man, you know. He's a vigilante, and he does what he wants. He has his bread. What's his boy's name? Who rolls with him? Micro. Yeah. I first got introduced to Punisher through the old school movie with Dolph Lundgren. I think I watched it like 94, about 94, 95, something like that on VHS. I was obviously too young, but it blew my fucking mind, and that put me onto a whole bunch of shit. That's probably the reason I am how I am now. Watching Boys in the Hood and Punisher back to back on tape. I was, I was raised to cause some type of havoc. But yeah, even like the newer versions of the Punisher, they still kept it real. I like the Dolph Lundgren movie one, and then they made like remakes with John Travolta and all that in it. But those are cool. But I like the original. When it comes to the Netflix one, man, you guys did it. Like, it's a TV show, and they're going all out like that. I have no problem with that. I love it. Keep it up. I can't wait for the second season.
John Bernthal's a beast.
Beast mode.
Shane.
Beast. But yeah, that's why he made my number 9. That goes to Punisher. Number 8, Bishop. You probably don't know what I'm talking about. I mean, Bishop from X-Men. Not the Bishop from First Class, Days of Future Past. Not that guy. I'm talking about, that guy reminded me of like Idris Elba from Thor. That's exactly who, every time I try to picture him now, I think of Idris Elba. I always remember him with the dreads, and I never know Bishop to have dreads. He used to have the long black hair with the blue streaks in it from the Marvel comic, and the cartoons and stuff. He was a badass. He reminded me of Cable, you know.
It didn't put me off too much in the film. I just appreciate the fact he was there.
Yeah, they actually gave him a little
energy blast to go. And like, yeah, I like it.
Yeah, and he's like a big muscly dude from the cartoons, and like this one they made him like some, I don't know, they didn't really show him like that, but I felt like But when I say Bishop, I mean Bishop from the cartoon, the old school cartoon, and the comic books, the time traveling G that he is, you know, badass. His story in the cartoon was kind of short, but when he did come through, he made an impact. He dropped some information, let people know that, yo, shit's fucking up in my time, so watch out, you know. Big character. Always a big fan of him. Moving on, number 7, I mentioned before, Cable. Now, not this Cable from Deadpool, which is a pretty cool Cable, but I'm talking Cable from the X-Men cartoons. Now, I found out probably a couple years ago, I was just a big fan just of the character. I found out that Cable is Cyclops and a clone of Jean's baby. Drop the mic. I don't know if you knew that. Yeah, he knew that. He probably knew that already. But yeah.
I just can't think of Cable's first name at the moment, but his surname's definitely Summers.
It's like Nathan Summers or some shit like that.
That's which is why he carries around the teddy bear, because that's Hope's teddy bear, Hope Summers. Like Scott Summers, like daughter or granddaughter.
Granddaughter, yeah,
so
granddaughter, yeah. See, the X-Men, the Marvel universe is fucking complicated like a motherfucker, and like X-Men was a big part when I was growing up. That put me onto a lot of shit like Morph and Beast and all types of shit like that, and Omega Red, and the list is crazy. Phoenix and
it's like you were saying, like the clones, or when she gives birth to like the twins, they're not actually hers. My mind's just implanted into her, and it goes so deep.
It goes far. But that's my number 7, Cable, from the Marvel comics, not Deadpool 2.
X-Men.
Trust me. Number 6, my boy Peter Parker, Spider-Man. Now this goes to Spider-Man from the cartoon comic books back in the day. I was a big comic book fan. Me and my nephew, Rasaki, we used to just steal them from all over the place, man. Like schools, stores, we were just ruthless when it comes to that.
Amazing, spectacular, sensational.
Ooh, okay, now, I don't know.
Because when it comes to comic books, did you break it down?
Okay, yeah, okay. Now, all right, now, okay. I'm glad you said that. Now, the animated series, the cartoon, that's what I watched. The comic books, they kind of vary because I had a first number 1, Spider-Man 2099, where he wore the scarlet suit, which I thought was dope, and it had like the like illuminated cover and all that. Had that Avengers, X-Men Classic number 1 with the old school Wolverine with the brown suit and Storm with the Mohawk and the Phoenix. I had all the old school comics back in the day. I don't know what happened to them, but this Spider-Man, this goes back to the Amazing Spider-Man, the cartoon. Dope, big fan. He had a bunch of villains, Shocker, Vulture, Kingpin popped up in it.
Sinister Six, isn't it?
The Sinister Six, yeah, you know.
I think I mentioned my video,
Madam Web. Now,
I
was so into Spider-Man as a child, I got my boy to download it, and I put it on the USB and gave it to my son. And he loves it. He's like, Dad, Spider-Man. He's breaking it down. Like, he telling me, like, I don't know. I'm like, yo, I was watching this way before I could even produce you. You know? Like, motherfucker, I know. Relax. But yeah, he loves it. And it's good to see that he can, like, get into stuff that I was into as a child. So it shows that, you know, we're one and the same. You know? Timeless, like you said, yeah.
Then Tom Holland, Civil War's introduction.
Wow. And then they transformed it and they brought it back because they don't have like a lot of people fucking with it. They had Tobey Maguire.
Well, so for you, is it Maguire, Garfield, or Holland?
I say Holland. I like the second one. I like the Amazing one.
I'm a big fan of Garfield.
But I'm more on the last one because the last one it's He has all the gadgets in his suit. He's younger.
Age appropriate.
Yeah, he's younger. He has time to grow and do so much things. Like he can finish school. He can get the job. He can get with MJ. Get with Gwen.
Maguire was like 30 odd.
Yo, he was 42.
Playing golf.
He was 42, and the second dude, he was like 27. And he was actually he pulled it off.
Pulled it off because he went in technically high school. It's what would you call senior year? Maybe?
Oh yeah, last high school, college-ish. You know, first year college-ish.
So late teens, maybe early 20.
But the first one, he looked like he was about 42. And the lead lady, I didn't like her. Kirsten. See, Deadpool did this too. Kirsten Dunst.
Her and Sarah Jessica Parker having a competition about whose face looks like a foot.
Oh man.
Family Guy.
Oh man, don't do it to him. But yeah, I really prefer the latest Spider-Man, the one that was included in Avengers and Captain America: Civil War.
To me though, I mean, as from the animated series, Mary Jane over Gwen.
Oh yeah, Mary Jane has sass. Mary Jane will run up on man and spray him with mace. Like, bitch, though, that's Venom. What are you doing?
Gwen over Mary in the films though, because I thought Emma Stone in Amazing.
Oh yeah, but no, she's better than Kirsten Dunst.
Yeah.
Kirsten. You gotta put that little clip of Deadpool doing Kirsten. But yeah.
Plus, we've been talking the game recently as well.
Oh, in the game. Oh my goodness.
The storyline on the game as well.
Imagine Spider-Man got dropped in Grand Theft Auto. That's exactly what the game is. Go find crime. Go save somebody. That game is dope. I'm just swinging through the town, just collecting pigeons and all types of shit. That's
the
probably
quality of the Batman Arkham Asylum games easily.
Yeah, he's big into the Arkham Asylum. Yeah, I really enjoyed the Spider-Man. You know, the kids love it. So yeah, Spider-Man. Bow. Number 6. Moving on. Number 5. Colossus. Now this is Colossus from the cartoon comic books. Deadpool 1. Deadpool 2, I guess, because it actually looks like the comic book cartoon Colossus from back in the day. So I really like that. I like how they kept it real and didn't, you know, if you gotta use CGI, man, you better CGI it up. Fuck it. Stay real. Stay real with CGI, you know? But yeah, I was a big fan of Colossus growing up. You know, some big hench Russian metal guy. Yeah, it was dope. And he has like, believe it or not, him and Deadpool have a good chemistry together. Like a back and forth. Like he's very subtle and all that.
I like him and Negasonic.
Oh yeah, he's like a big brother to
the
her.
films, yeah.
He's like, eat this. It'll strengthen your bones. Deadpool will try to break yours.
In the earlier X-Men, was it not Kitty Pryde that they might try to make him a bit closer to?
Yeah.
Protective.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? Me being such a big fan of him, growing up, and how he is now, when they did him in the X-Men movies, I wasn't thrilled at all. Like, he didn't even have any lines. Like, just because your mouth is metal, you can talk.
Back
you know?
Character. It was all about the main people in it. So
yeah, trust. That's what they was trying to get across back then. But yeah, number 5, Colossus. My number 4 on my list is Cyclops. Now, growing up, Cyclops was like, to me, he's always came across as like the leader. You know, he was the one who got the team motivated to go finish the mission or whatever. He was the love interest of Jean. He's Cable's daddy. Wolverine didn't like him, but he loved him. He just didn't want to, you know, the whole Jean thing, man. You can't fuck with a man and his woman. He was dope. Professor X's right-hand man. In certain cases, sometimes, well, yeah. I remember they had like the cartoon X-Men Evolution. That's like the 2000 version. Even like they made him like younger in high school and stuff like that. And he's even still the leader of that group, even though we know him as the leader of the OGs and all that. But yeah, man, Cyclops. That's my number 4. Number 3 is the boy Wolverine, Logan. What's his first name? I don't know. we just know him as Logan, as Wolverine. God damn it! Like he is. I want to say he's like the face of X-Men. Even growing up, you think of this little short guy with blades who just crazy, just wilds out and just swings his blades around and all that.
I think I said in my video like Wolverine and Cyclops are kind of like Iron Man and
Cap. Yeah, of X-Men.
One's more popular, more cooler, but the other one's the leader.
Definitely. Wolverine, I think he's now. Remember we was talking about if they brought X-Men over and they tried to redo the cast over again. Tom Hardy for Wolverine.
Venom.
Oh, you think they're gonna bring Venom in?
Well, Venom, he plays Venom.
Yeah, you're right.
So but that's part of the Sony universe. Whether they're trying to bring that over or not, I don't know. Tom Hardy's long been rumoured for it. There's even a few mock-up photos of him with.
Yo, that'd be so dope if they brought him in and they brought Wolverine. I want them to bring like.
But he's too big.
So is Jackman.
True, but I don't know. I think you can go maybe a different route with it.
Tom Cruise. Fuck it.
I think we'll probably do this in our X-Men video.
We'll do something.
Once it gets officially announced that X-Men will be coming into the MCU, most likely in the new year, we'll probably do a video where we'll recast the X-Men and see who we pick.
See that? We got you guys. Don't worry about it. All for the people. But my number 3 is Wolverine. You know him. He's made out of what?
Adamantium.
Well, he got that thrown into him, but originally he is. He can regenerate faster than anyone in the world. And he had wooden claws. They remixed it, gave him adamantium, which is the strongest metal. I don't know if it's stronger than vibranium, but that's another discussion on another show. But yeah, he was like.
Quick cue. If they introduce Wolverine into the MCU, will he have adamantium or vibranium bones? Do you think they'll rename it as vibranium because it's canon in the MCU? Or do you think
I think they better keep
just
it.
All of a sudden they'll introduce some whole new metal that's as strong as vibranium that they've not mentioned before?
I like that question. What do you guys think? I hope they give him wooden claws and we can see the growth of that. Yeah, because I want to see him slice someone up and.
If he starts like that and it's experimented on and they create adamantium, that's fine. But if they just do that with vibranium, will it matter to you as a Wolverine fan?
Yes, because
it's Black Panthers.
Yeah,
it's specific to them.
That's Marvel. Like that's Captain America's shield. That's Wakanda's type shit. We know nothing about that over here. Professor X knows nothing about that. If he did, I'm pretty sure he'd be like, yo, well, you know your metal's as strong as something else, you know. So know yourself.
Because there is a rumor or like a theory that the plant, that makes Black Panther strong, is that it was used to make the serum that made Cap who he is.
Oh yeah, I believe that. Yeah.
Which is why Black Panther and Cap are like.
Yeah. Bear honor. I knew your father.
It's like they're both missing off the list.
Yeah. Different reasons, but I gave that to my boy Wolverine because he was just an all-out beast. The Logan movie was dope. The second one was good until the ending part. Samurai guy, that was too much. And the first one was good. I mean,
in parts.
The Deadpool part kind of killed it. I like how they threw Gambit in there. But everyone always shits on Gambit. Fuck it. That's number 3, Wolverine. Moving on. Number 2, Kurt Wagner. I think I said that wrong. Nightcrawler. I like it because there's so much. Me growing up, that was one of my favorite characters. That was one of my favorite characters. I have 2 favorite characters, and he was one of them. I'm pretty sure he's Azazel and Mystique's love child. First class talk right there. Check it out. Azazel's red, Mystique's blue, but Azazel can disappear and he has a shaped tail just like Nightcrawler. So, wow, check that one out. He was dope. He can, I think in the second X2, the beginning of the movie, wow, it had the best intro for a superhero movie ever at those times. Like early 2000s, like that was intense. He took out the whole, well, that just goes to show you what the security at the White House is like. But yeah, you can't fuck with Nightcrawler. Even the new Nightcrawler, nah, I didn't like him. Didn't like him. Something about his hair. Just wanted to punch him in his face. Remember when Mark Wahlberg just wanted to punch Will Ferrell in the face every time he said something like, let's start over, because like Febreze Brothers, he's like, let's just start over going to punching. That's how I felt about Nightcrawler. The new Nightcrawler anyway, just his face and wearing that Michael Jackson coat. But the original Nightcrawler from the comic books, cartoons, the video games back in the day, crazy, favorite character. Number 2, Nightcrawler. Number 1, top of my list. One of my favorite characters, my other favorite character, because I had 2 growing up, is Gambit, the Playboy. My boy from New Orleans, he eats fucking crawfish. Nolans, you know, eat crawfish. I'm pretty sure he's from Magnolia Projects, but we're gonna say he's somewhere from Baton Rouge or some shit. Yeah, he was dope. Just growing up, he plays cards. I was really into cards, tricks, and playing games and all that stuff. He could throw the card. He rode a stick. He had the leather. Well, he had a duster. If you don't know what a duster is, that's some always sunny in Philadelphia type shit. He had the long coat and he had the little neck piece and like he was a badass. And he had a thing for Rogue, and Rogue would never give him the pussy. But I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he got some. You know, he done saved her life a couple times, so she done freed it up or something. But
X-Men had love triangles. Bro.
Yo, X-Men was deep. Stan Lee was on some fuckery back then, G. He was like, you know what? I want him to fuck her and him to be upset.
Cyclops and Jean.
Yeah.
Wolverine thrown in there.
Yeah. And don't forget, Wolverine had a thing with Storm.
But Rogue wanted Wolverine, whilst Gambit wanted Rogue.
Wow.
And
it was a lot. It was a lot. And
in the films, you got Iceman, like, yeah.
Yo, he loved her off, but she was giving him no play.
No. He was jealous of Wolverine, even though Wolverine didn't want none of it.
Yo, he's like, she's a child to me. I'm like 80 years older than this little girl. What's wrong with you? But, yeah, that was my... Gambit was my number 1.
The whole Thieves Guild element as well.
Dope. Yeah. Dope. And it's supposed to bring out a movie with Channing Tatum playing Gambit. I heard this a couple years back. I hope they make it because that's long overdue. I think Nightcrawler don't need his own movie because he's been in the features, but Gambit definitely needs his movie.
Latest news, Tatum's still attached, but there's a new director or producer, and it's no longer a heist film.
Okay.
It's more of a romantic element.
A rogue? A pre-rogue?
That's just what's coming out, but Tatum's wanted this role for a while.
That's what I'm saying.
He's championed it, he's practiced, he's learning how to do the accent and all that. So
I think Tatum can pull it off. Those red contacts.
We're rooting for him.
Yeah. Come on, Tatum.
The only thing is now is that if MCU get all the X-Men back, will they still have a Gambit solo? Would they not just put him in with the team when they recast? And will Channing be the guy or not?
I think it'd be dope to have at least one solo Gambit flick. Introduce him, show him how he just kind of merges with the team.
If that happens though, same with the Phoenix saga that's coming out this year. Yeah. It'll be a one-off for the fans, and it'll still be Fox Universe. And then if you see Gambit again, it'll be recast with a new guy and reintroduced and restarted again in.
That could work, but a Gambit movie is needed, in my opinion. These are my top 10 Marvel. Yeah. Better than the rest of it, I can tell you that.
I just see as well, like, 8 X-Men.
Yeah, of course, I was a big X-Men fan.
No, I could tell the influence.
Big X-Men fan, you know? Was. Not sure. Yeah. But, yeah, that's my top 10 Marvel. It's your boy DIGA. Peace.